that's going to be on the box part of the mount, and the lining is actually a lining called Ebony Star 50. I purchased these bearings actually pre-made to my order from Richard Beasley, who cuts wood for telescope makers and does a really nice job, very quickly, very reasonably, and gets it out. I don't think I ever had to wait more than a week for anything that I've ordered from Mr. Beasley. I was very satisfied with the quality of his work, and I highly recommend him. He does advertise often on Astromart that he does this. Now, my drill that I'm going to be using is a Ryobi, and interestingly, in the back of the drill, there's a bubble, and that will show you with the bubble when you're going straight up and straight down. Being level is important. So before I get ready to start to drill, I want to make sure that my box is also level. I'm going to check in both directions, and if it's not level, I'm going to make sure that it is, and it is coming up level. You want to have a level work stand for a lot of reasons, a lot of things you do when you're making telescopes, not the least of which is drilling holes, but also if you're pouring a pitch lap, you want to make sure that everything is nice and level and square and true. It avoids a lot of trouble later. So now, all things being equal, here we go. Got a pilot hole now. Put the pilot bit back. Go to the next level up for the bit. And you really want to put your bits back right away. You don't want to leave them out because, you know, they do tend to roll off tables and get lost, and they do cost money. And you want to be careful with your tools. You got to take care of your tools. Second hole. I should also note that my box is made of 3/4 inch plywood. Third hole. Excuse me. And just a very quick aside, if you're making your own bearings, you may wish to spend 40 bucks and buy a 6-inch hole saw. I bought this one, it's bright orange, as you can tell probably from the Home Depot. Now I'm going to start a screw in my circular bearing. Not going to go all the way through into the wood, I should say. I just want to get it started. And that's pretty good right there. For glue, I use Type Bond 3. It says it's the ultimate wood glue. And I've just run into a bit of a problem with what I was doing. And I'm going to have to back out the screw that I was just putting in, primarily because it's stripped out. These screws come in boxes of 100. You don't want to waste any, but if you have a problem, better to address it immediately rather than let it grow and become a real problem. Now what I'm doing is I'm just making sure I can align this screw over the hole that I've drilled, and I can, but I'm not going to put it on yet. I have to do the other side now. I should note that Ray Cash's plans. Let's see, measure once, 8 inches. Make sure I'm right. Ray Cash's plans contemplate using sonotube, basically a concrete form, when you're doing when you're making a telescope tube. I'm not a big sonotube guy. Let's see. Measure twice, diagonally. Ways. And once again, we'll drill a hole.